Hi there. This week finds the Canada Rough crew heading up to Nakina, Ontario for a fly and moose hunt. We're going to be hunting in an area that hasn't been hard hunted for the last 10 years, so the opportunity should be great. I'm going to be hunting with Paul Beasley, co-host of the show. Paul's going to be bow hunting. I'm going to be using my trusty rifle. We'll see how we do. It's going to be a great adventure, and I look forward to sharing with you. I'm your host, Thomas Pigeon, for Canada in the Rough. Let's get hunting.
Dodge presents Canada in the Rough, the hunting adventure documentary series. Canada, the last hunting frontier. 3.5 million square miles of unspoiled wilderness and some of the best hunting on the planet. Canada in the Rough, the hunting adventure documentary series. Season 6 is brought to you by Dodge, grab life by the horns. Rocky Outdoor Gear. The Beretta family of firearms. Federal Premium Ammunition, every shot counts. Bass Pro Shops, your adventure starts here. Yamaha, ATVs and outboards. And Pioneer Log Homes of BC, the finest log homes on earth. This week on Canada in the Rough, we're moose hunting in Ontario. Moose live in almost every province of Canada. The eastern Canadian moose species can be found in northern Ontario, which is where we're headed this week. An hour-and-a-half flight north of Nakina will bring you to the Attawapiskat River and is home to Eddie North's Moose Camp. This remote area has a healthy population of moose, thanks to the little to no hunting pressure for over a decade. Today, Thomas and Paul will be taking two different approaches at hunting the world's largest deer species. Thomas will be using his trusty rifle, as Paul will try and get up close to take a big eastern Canadian moose with his bow. Join us today as Thomas and Paul are headed to Moose Camp. This segment of Rough Gear is brought to you by Ontario Monster Whitetails Magazine. All Ontario, all the time.
You know, Thomas, one of the things I loved most as a fan of Canada Rough over the years is watching the show and the crew and you coast to coast to coast, traveling around on all these wonderful hunts. And the need for great optics obviously must be a huge necessity there.
It's huge. Great optics and reliable optics, really important. This new 1:6 magnification or 2:12 scope is unbelievable. It does a couple of things. It gives versatility for us in the field. You know, when we're back home, during our whitetail hunts, often we're at low magnification because they're in tight, so the 2 power is where we want to be. But when we're hunting for goats or sheep or moose up in the mountains, sometimes getting beyond that 2:10, 2:12, which is what this one has, allows us to reach out and touch someone with some authority. And of course, Keith, one of the things I really like about this scope is the ballistiplex system that it has, which has that series of gradated dots or lines that allow you to hold on from 100 to 500 meters, which is really fabulous. So you don't have to go through that thought process when you've got game in front of you, or do I hold high or hold low? The scope tells you what to do. And lastly, and most importantly to me, is the quality of the glass. Precision engineered and ground glass, really important for that low light distance clarity I call for early morning or late afternoon, whereas we often take a lot of game.
Yeah, and as a big game hunter, you just mentioned all the things that you're looking for in a scope. So a one scope, one rifle could just about do it all for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Coming up, Thomas and Paul are headed to Moose Camp when we return. Closed captioning is brought to you by Burris. See the light. Located on the Attawapiskat River is Eddie North's Adventures. This remote hunting and fishing camp is in its first season of operation, and with a mix of traditional canvas tents, wooden cabins, a full-service kitchen, and even a shower, it's not hard to feel right at home despite being out in the middle of nowhere.
Whew, what a beautiful morning.
Absolutely.
But man, is the wind ever up, Paul? Wow.
Compared to last night, I mean, we had perfectly calm, just beautiful. We were thinking everything looked good, and yeah, this is a little different, but still not bad.
We're moose hunting. It's day one up here with our new friend Eddie North. Man, he's got a great facility.
Beautiful
But
here.
surely there are moose here, aren't there, Paul?
Oh, I mean, you saw that one last night across the bay.
Yeah.
How nice is it when you can walk into camp and see one from the
Right
fireplace?
from your campfire. I'm thinking maybe we should just sit by the fire and do a little moose hunting.
It might get to that point.
Well, you're out there with that sharp stick and that great bow ears, and you've got a big wind for wind drift and stuff to think about. I've got the old 375 H&H, which can reach out and touch stuff up to 300-400
Absolutely.
meters. And that gives me an unfair advantage because we do have a bit of a wager here.
We do. And last night I was feeling pretty confident. This wind's gonna make it a little different, but you know what? I'm up for it. I think we got some beautiful woods here. This is just a beautiful, beautiful area to be hunting. I say we can do it.
Right, well, I don't know if we can do it. I know that I can do it because, age over beauty, I don't know, but we'll see how it works out.
Oh, I'm up for the challenge.
All right, brother, let's
All
get
right,
hunting.
Let's do it.
In the world of moose hunting, moose calling is everything. The old days, they used to use a birch bark call. I like to use this fiberglass call. This is a custom-made call by a friend of mine, Ken Capling, who makes some of the best moose calls out there. I mean, Ken is a world champion moose caller, and he knows exactly how to design a call. The fiberglass nature of this is real nice. It's got really, really long reach. It's got good resonance to it, and you can reach out and touch someone. You can also do some great water work with it too. So you fill this up with water. You can't do that with birch bark because it won't take the water, of course, without ruining it. But you fill this up with water. This hole at the end, it basically allows the water to come out, and it really simulates a big cow moose urinating. You hold it up about 3.5, 4 feet up, about the waist height of the moose, and let it go. That's quite a good noise. Oh. 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 Oh.
During this time of day, riding the river can be your best bet at spotting moose as they feed in shallow waters. After spotting a decent bull, Thomas went ashore downwind and began his stalk. coming up. Thomas gets his chance at taking his first Ontario moose.
First moose in Northern Ontario. He's a decent bull, you know. He's not a monster, but he's a really nice bull. He came out real good. Couple calls. Came back. Boom. 375. First one in the chest. Second one dropped him like an axe hammer. Beauty. Hunting at Eddie North's in Northern Ontario. Life doesn't get any better than this.
Ask any moose hunter and they'll tell you, shooting a moose is only a fraction of the job. An adult bull Eastern Canadian moose can weigh over 1,000 pounds. Being prepared and having the proper tools to quarter and pack a moose out of a black fly-infested bush is essential. A knife with a sharpening tool, cheesecloth, gloves, and ropes is your must-haves to get the job done.
Okay, let's get this thing off. And that's moose hunting. Gotta be crazy. Frank, let's go home.
Back at camp, news has traveled of Thomas's success, and now the pressure is really on for Paul to take a moose with his bow. With 10 days left in the hunt, we pick up with Paul heading out with his guide Travis on the second day.
I don't know what just happened. That bull came from several hundred yards away. We first heard him grunt way back in the timber. We got set up. It's pretty tight shooting in here. He walked right in. He thrashed trees for 5-10 minutes in front of us, only 40 yards away. and he lost interest. He turned and walked right by us at like 15 yards, but there's too much brush in front of us. That was heart pumping excitement, but we didn't get to seal the deal. That's hunting, folks. Let's go find another one.
Coming up, Paul's hard efforts finally pay off on the last day of the hunt.
Oh, it's the 11th day of our moose hunt up here in Northern Ontario. We've had an incredible hunt. It's been a great opportunity, great experience up here. We've enjoyed some extremely hot weather with crazy bugs. We've had some snow, we've had rain, we've had high winds. We've had a little bit of everything up here. Thomas had a great hunt on opening morning, shot a real nice bull about noon on the first day. Our second morning, we had a great opportunity to have a beautiful, beautiful bull. So we could see his nose, we could see his antlers shining in the sun, but he just didn't give us the shot we needed. We've worked hard every day since that time. Yeah, overall, I mean, it's been good. We've seen a lot of moose. Other guys in camp have shot some great bulls with the rifles. We've seen lots of wildlife. A sow with 2 cubs, had a great experience, a real close-up encounter with them on the riverbanks. We've seen bald eagles. We've seen all kinds of different ducks and otters and beavers, and it's just beautiful. And anyway, we're gonna settle in here for the night. Travis, our guide's doing some calling, so we should sit tight here and get quiet and see what comes in. Alders. Cal's just down by the river. Yeah. Let's go down there and see what we can do. All right. Go ahead. Yeah, I can see his head. I can see his head there. They don't have a clue we're here. Not at all. They can't hear nothing with this current. Yeah, it's pretty strong, eh? I'll try calling, but they might not hear with the wind and the current. They might not hear us. I don't think they heard a thing. They're not even looking this way. No, this current's too loud. I think you should use my gun. Either that, this is your last chance. Either that or pass up on it. Yeah, we're running out of light, eh? Yeah, this is gonna be our last chance. So, well, I'm gonna get a look at him. He's actually got nice palms, but no width. Man, he's probably low 40s. Yeah. You know what, man? We've had a heck of a hunt. I think I'm gonna let him go. There's guys coming in next week. I'm sure it means more to one of them to shoot that bull than he does to me right now. We come up here looking for a monster. We've hunted hard. It's not happening.
Yeah, that's fine with me, man.
You okay with that?
I'm fine with that.
It's a beautiful sight. We'll watch them. We'll sit here till dark, but
it's nice.
it's hard to pass up an animal like that. But
we'll be bigger next year anyway. So.
Yeah.
What a great adventure that was. You know, Paul, he's a great bow hunter. He did what a bow hunter should do. He got up close and personal. He worked the wind, he worked scent, he got close on a moose, just didn't come together. But he had a great hunt. I, on the other hand, day one of the hunt, pulled the trigger. I've been doing this for 3 years, searching for that big moose. I'm taking home some great backstraps, had a great adventure. If you ever have a chance to get up there in Northern Ontario and do some moose hunting, you gotta do it. Until the next time, I'm Thomas Pigeon for Canada in the Rough. Enjoy the greatness of Canada and be proud of your hunting heritage.
Canada in the Rough has been brought to you today by Dodge, grab life by the horns. Rocky Outdoor Gear. The Beretta family of firearms. Federal Premium Ammunition, every shot counts. Bass Pro Shops, your adventure starts here. Yamaha, ATVs and Outboards, and Pioneer Log Homes of BC, the finest log homes on earth. For more information on today's episode of Canada in the Rough, log on to CanadaInTheRough.com. Learn more about the show and past episodes, and catch up with our latest adventures.